I'm sick of the lies. The lies. The lies the mainstream sports media tells you, Bron, fanboys, to make you believe LeBron James is the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT. All right? That's the facts. And you already know the deal, the real NBA fans. Oh, yeah, we all know that LeBron James is not the GOAT. But here come the Bron fanboys. Yep, here they come. They're here again, dog. And what do they got to say now, dog? Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. Here they are. Once again, we already know the deal, dog. These Bron fanboys, they out here still saying, LeBron's the GOAT. LeBron's the greatest. LeBron, he's so great. He's so great. LeBron. And then we talk about the teams, the players he's playing with. And we say, yo. He can't be that great. Can't be that great. Because look at these players he's playing with. And the Bron fanboys, they always, he played with scrubs. They're the scrubs he played with. He didn't play with anybody. That's the only reason he was losing. They're like, he's 4-6 in the finals, dog. 4-6. He's a loser, dog. He's supposed to be the greatest player. He's a freaking loser. He didn't have any help. He didn't have any help. He was a scrub. He had scrub teammates. He had to carry these teams, dog. He had to carry these teams. He didn't carry anybody, dog. He got carried, dog. This is the reality, dog. The players he's playing with are high caliber players, dog. They're way up here, dog. These are the kind of players LeBron needs. And a lot of times he's still going to fail to win anyway, because he's just not that good, dog. That's the reality, dog. But I had to do some research, dog, because I'm thinking, like, how is this revisionist history really working, dog? How is this really working? I remember watching this stuff, dog. I remember I was there when it was happening. And I remember all these great caliber players he was getting left and right, dog. I remember that. And I remember some of these players he was getting, and people were going, dang, he got to have him? He got to play with that guy? Really? Huh. So I had to look through NBA history, dog. I had to do some research, dog. Yep. And then I came across something, dog. I came across something disturbing, dog. You see what I'm saying? I was looking at LeBron James, and I was looking at the teammates he was playing with. And then I started seeing something wasn't right, dog. Something wasn't adding up. Something did not make sense for a player to be as great as he is supposedly is, dog. This dude ain't. Like, why does he need this kind of help, dog? You'll see what I'm talking about, dog. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're about to get into it. You see, I had to go through NBA history, dog, and I came across something, and I said, yo, how many times, dog, how many times has at least two players, all right, at least two, who were top 10 in the entire league in total points scored? How many times have at least two players who were top 10 in the league in total scoring, all right, just the year before getting on the same team? How many times has that happened where directly before these two players ended up on the same team, they were both top 10 in the league in points scored, total points scored, dog? That's what I was looking at. Because I came across something and it didn't make sense to me. So I had to go through the history, dog. So that's what I did, dog. So right now we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at all the teams that were able to do this, you know. And it starts back in the 1957-58 season, dog. You see, we have George Yardley and Dolph Schayes. They were the number one and number two scorers in the league as far as total points scored, dog. Number one and number two, all right? And just the year afterwards, they would end up on the same team, all right? Both playing for the Syracuse Nationals, all right? The very next season, they'd be on the same team, all right? Then we flash forward about 6 years, dog. 6 years, we get to the 63-64 season, dog. And we've got Wilt Chamberlain, who's number one in total points. And we've got Hal Greer, who is number 7 in total points. And they would both end up on the same team. Wilt would travel to Philadelphia and join the Philadelphia 76ers, dog. And they'd be on the same team. Also, that same year, dog, Walt Bellamy and Bailey Howell from their respective teams, number 4 in total points and number 8 in total points, they would also end up on the same team for the Baltimore Bullets. Then we would flash forward again, dog. We flash forward 4 more years, dog. And we would have the number 2 scorer in all the league in total points, Elgin Baylor, and the number 3 scorer in all the league in total points in Wilt Chamberlain, dog. And they would be on the same team the very next season, both playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Then we would go forward, and we would go forward a number of years, dog. We go forward a number of years. We would have to stop in 1981-82 from there on, all right? 1981-82, we've got Moses Malone, who was number 2 in scoring, total points. And then we've got Dr. J, dog. Julius Erving, number 5 in total points scored, dog. And they would end up on the same team the very next season for the Philadelphia 76ers as well, dog. All right? Now, there would be a large gap, all right? A large time gap in which nobody was running around team hopping and doing stuff like that and trying to team up with the best players in the league, best scorers, most points. You know, the whole 80s and 90s, that just wasn't happening, dog. Wasn't happening. But then we get to the 2000s, dog. And the first team up of the 2000s was 05-06. We've got Allen Iverson, dog. Teaming up with Carmelo Anthony. Now, just the year prior, 05-06, Allen Iverson was the number 3 scorer in all the league in total points, and Carmelo Anthony was the number 6 scorer in all the league in total points. And they would end up on the very same team the very next season, the Denver Nuggets, dog. Then we would go 3 years forward, and we would have LeBron James, the number 2 scorer in all the league in total points, and Anton Jamison, the number 6 scorer in all the league in total points, and they would be on the same team the very next season in the 09-10 season. Now, these Bron fanboys, they be coming over here talking about, oh, LeBron didn't get any kind of help. His organization failed him. He didn't get any kind of help when it came to the first stint of Cleveland. They didn't send anybody over there. He didn't have any kind of help. He was carrying scrubs and bums the whole time. But you get freaking Anton Jamison on that team, dog, and then they win another 60 games, all right? And lo and behold, LeBron James gets another MVP season. We already know how it goes, dog, all right? I remember when they sent Anton Jamison over there, I was like, yo, Anton Jamison, dang. Well, he got some help. They sent him some even more help. Then there's Shaq as well. I was like, oh, he got Shaq, he got Anton, he still got Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of stuff I remember. But I didn't know that Anton Jamison was number 6. All right? Only 5 players above him in total points scored. I didn't know that. Now, we're going to flash forward again, dog. Just 1 year after that. Just 1 freaking year after that, dog. We have got LeBron James, who was number 2 in total points scored. We've got Dwayne Wade, who is number 3 in total points scored. And we even have Chris Bosh, who was number 9 in total points scored. And they all hop on the same team the next season after that. All 3 of them, dog. They're 3 players in the top 10 in total points. And by the way, that has never happened in NBA history. All right? This is the only time it happened. The 09-10 season, this is the first time when it translated to the 10-11 season that 3 top 10 scorers in total points would all end up on the same team afterwards, dog. First time that ever happened, last time that ever happened. Hasn't happened since. All right? We're going to move forward, dog. We're going to move forward to the 13-14 season, dog. 2013-2014, we've got LeBron James, who was number 3 in total points, and we've got Kevin Love, who was number 4 in total points. And the very next season, they would be on the same team. Yes, this is facts, dog. This is facts. So we've got LeBron James for 3 consecutive, the next times it's happened, it's just LeBron teaming up with Jameson, then it's LeBron teaming up with Wade and Bosh, then it's LeBron teaming up with Kevin Love. Wow. Now we go to 15-16, dog, and everybody knows that Curry, he was number 2 in total points. We got Kevin Durant, who was number 3 in total points. And, they would end up on the same team. And everybody, all the Bron fanboys, they're all, it's not fair. It's not fair. Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, they're on the same team. It's so overpowered. There's no way LeBron could ever beat them. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. You see what I'm talking about? He said, dog. LeBron has been doing this, dog. He's been doing this. He's already done it 3 times, dog. He's already done a triple team up, dog. All right? And now they do it one time, and all the LeBron fanboys want to cry. And they have no awareness, completely unaware that LeBron has been setting this in motion, dog. LeBron been doing this, dog. All right? Then we got the 16-17 season. All right? This was the last year of Kyrie being there, dog. Last year of Kyrie being there, and he would end up leaving, and he would not be there for the 17-18 season. But the number 3 scorer in the league was Isaiah Thomas, dog. And the number 9 scorer in the league was LeBron James, all right? And the very next season, they would be on the same team as well. Once again, LeBron James makes the list, dog. LeBron James is on the list again. And once again, it's 2 top 10 scorers, 2 top 10 leaders in total points just the year prior, ending up on the same team. LeBron has done it again. Lo and behold, the supposed GOAT. He needs this kind of help. He needs this kind of help. All right? Every single time, it's always him joining up with these guys. All right? And then we have some dishonorable mentions, dog. We have some dishonorable mentions. The 17-18 season, the season right after that, LeBron left and went to the Lakers, all right? At that time, LeBron was number 1 in total points scored, and Anthony Davis was number 3 in total points scored. And the very next season, they wouldn't be on the same team, but LeBron really wanted Anthony Davis to be on that team that same year that he went there, dog. All right? This is facts, dog. You can look this up, dog. All right? And, Anthony Davis was a Clutch Sports client, dog. He was a Clutch athlete, dog. And this dude was already in talks, and they were already trying to maneuver to get him to go over to the Lakers in the 18-19 season, the very season LeBron got there. But it couldn't work out, all right?
So if I'm in no rush. They have AD on contract for another year.
There's tampering going on every day. I mean, these players want to play with one another. Mm-hmm. LeBron James and Anthony Davis has the same agent. There's going to be some tampering. LeBron has said it himself. He wants to play with some of the best players. So,
are there teams who dislike the Lakers and the way that they've done business and tampering and whatever? Yes, absolutely. Did the Spurs not really want to do business with the Lakers on Kawhi? Yes. Did the Pelicans not want to really do business with the Lakers on AD? Yes. But if the Lakers had better trade options,
Yes.
Yes.
they would still do a deal.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Our NBA expert, Chris Broussard, said 2 days ago there is 0% chance that this trade would go down. And he was dead right about that. And I kept hanging in at 51-49 because I had wishful thinking that LeBron would be able to flex his muscle and somehow make this happen. And the reason, full disclosure, I wanted this to happen is that I'm not a big Anthony Davis fan. And I wanted to see him and LeBron and a gutted LA Lakers team try to make a run through the playoffs because I don't think they could have by keeping everybody intact. This team is a little better now than it would have been gutted with Anthony coming. Because then LeBron and Anthony have to sort of figure each other out. And I think
it would have
Anthony-
taken time. And
Anthony-
who would have been around him?
Okay, who would have been around him? But Anthony would be a good fit with LeBron just because he idolizes him and he would play second fiddle to LeBron without complaint. So I think they would have been a good duo together. But I don't think this team would have been better than it is right now.
And Anthony Davis couldn't get the trade until the very next season after that, 1920, dog. All right? So there's one dishonorable mention. And now we have another dishonorable mention. The 23-24 season, we have LeBron James. Yes, he's only 14th in scoring, but he's teaming up with number 1 in total points scored in Luka Doncic, dog. Once again, LeBron teaming up with a top 10 scorer in total points scored, all right? Just the season prior, dog. And now they both end up playing on the same team on the Lakers. Why does LeBron have to team up with all these guys who are top 10 in the entire league? You know how many players are in the league, dog? You know how many players? You know how crazy that is to have the top 10 players in the league on the same team in total points scored? Do you know how overpowered that is? You know how much sense that does not make for guys to be doing that? All right? And we look at the number of times this happened, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times, dog. 11 times in 79 years of NBA basketball. It's happened 11 times. And LeBron has been responsible for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 5 of them, dog. Oh, wait. 4 of them. 4 of them. But if we look at our dishonorable mentions, all right, he tried to do it again for the 17-18 season, you know? Tried to. So 4 of the times it's happened in NBA history, dog, out of 11, LeBron has been on 4 of them, dog. 4 of them. All right? Why? If he's the GOAT, I just want to know, why? Why does he need that kind of help in an attempt to win some championships, dog? All right? And we already know a lot of them failed, all right? We look at Anton and LeBron James and Anton Jameson. That didn't work out. They didn't even go to the finals, all right? We look at LeBron James and Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, all top 10 scorers in the league. That's never happened, by the way. 3 players, that's never happened, ever. And it hasn't happened since, all right? But LeBron is on that team too, isn't he? And they go to the finals the first year, and then LeBron chokes it. We already know about 2011. Oh, yeah, we all know about 2011, dog. He chokes it, all right? We go to 2014, where he chokes it again. We go to 2015, all right? He teamed up with Kevin Love. Oh, yeah, they go to the finals. Oh, but Kevin gets hurt, don't he? Oh, man, your guy. You're number 3 in the league in total points while you were number 2, and he was supposed to be right there with you, huh? He was, wasn't he? But he just got hurt, and so now you had to fail against the Warriors. At least that's what the excuse is. All right? We get to 2017, 2018. Well, 2016, 2017, the last year of Kyrie's year, and then the very next year, you got to team up with Isaiah Thomas, all right, who is number 3 in total points. And you got swept in the finals, didn't you? You see what I'm saying? Like he's been doing this kind of stuff, dog, for most of his career to help boost himself. You know, he's picking the players who have the points, dog. He's picking players with points, all right? And essentially, with his high basketball IQ, he thinks that's the key to winning championships. Just forming these teams, super teams, all right? As much as possible, or anything close to a super team. That's what he thinks it takes to win in this league. But why do you have to form that kind of team, dog? Why do you need that kind of strength backing you, dog? All right? Why? All these other championships that have been won, dog. How many have been won that way, dog? All right? Weston Baylor, wait, wrong list, my bad. Yardley and Shays, that didn't win, all right? Baylor and Chamberlain, that didn't win, all right? Malone and Irving, oh, that won. Moses Malone and Julius Irving, that won. James and Wade and Bosch, that did win, but it took a year of failure first, you know? Walt Bellamy and Bailey Howell, that didn't win. All right. Wilt Chamberlain and Hal Greer, oh, that did win. That won. All right. Iverson and Anthony, that didn't work. James and Jamison, that didn't work. James and Thomas, that didn't work. All right. So we're going to look at, out of the 11 times it happened, how many times had it actually won a championship? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, Curry and Durant. Curry and Durant, that worked, of course. It worked twice. All right. 4 times. All right. And then Wilt and Greer, that worked as well. You know, so 5 times out of the 11 times. So we look at that, dog, that's less than 50%, dog. Less than half the time it works, dog. But I feel like the only reason it works less than half the time is because LeBron is on some of these, dog. LeBron's been on 4 of them, and he's failed on 2 of them, dog. All right? That's why it works less than half the time. I'm trying to see why LeBron James needs that kind of help. All right? Why? And we already know. Wilt, yeah, he needed that kind of help too just to win. Yeah, we already know why. These are guys who can put up stats, but they suck at winning because their stats aren't helping their team. Their stats are hurting the team because the ball keeps going to them and nobody else is getting involved. All right? It's a team sport. And you're supposed to be saying, oh, yeah, LeBron, he's the greatest in this team sport. He's one of the greatest 5-on-5. He's one of the greatest all-around players. Then why does he fail so often? Even with these massive scorers on his team, dog. Can't even win. Why? Why does he need that help, dog? If he's a GOAT. Why? Oh, I think I know why. It's maybe because he's not the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT.